Yes, this your boy Supreme, aka the Praying Mantis, and you are now watching T Nasty TV.
Let's you know what I'm saying, I want to get into your two singles you got out, man, that Cain and Abel and that single 94. Why don't you elaborate on that for me real quick? How that come about?
Well, you know, it's basically Cain and Abel is referring to the Bible. You know, Cain and Abel were two brothers. One was giving his best to God and the other one was not. And the one, which it was Cain, he ended up killing Abel because he was jealous of Abel.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. What about the single 94?
94 is basically bringing hip hop back to its raw element, which in the early 90s, you know, hip hop was like in its teenage years, and but you know, it was the best hip hop. You know, 90s hip hop is what made hip hop is now. You know, as far as the diversity level of it.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Let's talk about some of your musical influence. Who influenced you to do what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? Who inspired you to want to do this rap stuff right here, man?
Well, first and foremost, Rakim Allah. You know, he when he came out with the lyric G is the seventh letter that I made, that was like very phenomenal for people like lyricists. And also like people that were studying high science but still living in the hood. I say Wu-Tang Clan, and you know, if you was 5% in a hip hop artist, I had mad respect for you. You know.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What type of producers and artists are you looking forward to working with in Fort Wayne?
Really everybody. You know, mostly a lot more of the younger generation. I like to blend in with them, evolve with them. You know, it sharpens my sword up, and also, you know, it pushes them on to a bigger level to where, you know, they can really defy themselves, but also get the proper element and proper teaching on how to really use this hip hop for a major longevity thing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. By you being from Fort Wayne and everything, and you know, it's a lot of murders happening here in Fort Wayne. What's your input on that, man? What's your take on that? All these murders happening in Fort Wayne, man.
No jobs. That's first thing. And it's really no morals. You know, parents, it's more like kids nowadays. You know, and then they always working. And just basically, like, you know, fathers is not really holding up the responsibility to get out here and try to mold a child to be a man, you know, because they not, 9 times out of 10, maybe they're still childish, you know. So, you know, when you allow drugs and alcohol in the community, it's always gonna stir a person in the wrong direction, you know. It's a thing called, you know, statistics. You know, you gotta have rich and you gotta have poor, or otherwise, you know, you don't really have anything, you You know, you don't have nothing to set forth an excuse. You know.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's get back into this music real quick. You know what I'm saying? To my understanding, you're working on an album right now. Let's speak about that album real quick, man. Let's talk about that album real fast, man.
Basically, IDR album is Insane Dirty Rain. Consists of 3 people: Foundation, Spook, and me. Basically, we just putting together a strong note of raw MCing to the purest form. You know, not that you know, that cartoon type rap. I mean, even though there's nothing wrong with that, you know, because entertainment is a very colorful thing. But at the same time, we should always give out the social content and show the responsibility of what a hip hop artist is to the person that's listening. Because anybody that say rappers ain't role models is kind of dead wrong for that. You know, you are a role model, and you have a certain criteria that you have to meet that responsibility, or otherwise you wouldn't qualify to get to that level.
That's what's up. If you can give advice to the up and coming artists that's coming up in the game, what advice would you give them?
Mainly just you know, do the research that you're doing. You know, we always say, you know, when you do the knowledge, you'll never go wrong. And I think a lot of people, reason why they're in the, I can't say the mistakes or the suffering aspect, is really just not doing the research or what you're doing. Do the research, then make the footwork. Go out there and commit to action. But first, do the research. You know.
Okay, I got a question for you. You know, a lot of hip hop artists, you know, they call them mixtape, but they're actually coming out with actual albums. You know, everything is all original and this and that. Do you think that do you think that's like hindering the like hip hop itself? Like, cause we putting out so much good free music, and then when it come out to the actual album dropping, people is like kind of relentless to buy the album. Do you think that's hindering record sales these days?
Most definitely. I mean, I hate to say it, the internet is kind of like ruined the hip hop industry to where, you know, anybody can do a record from their own living room and you know, produce their own package and get signed, to where a person that is spending more money with that major record label, and they're out there doing the work, but they're not getting the result that they're getting because, you know, the person is doing it cheaper and he's getting all his money compared to just going to a record label and he's spending on the budget and he owes that record label. To me, I feel like, you know, you should. I like the underground thing, but you could commit to both sides of the table. It's not really a bad thing. It's just morally. I don't think it's really no bad way of hip hop. I think that, you know, it's a business that is the only way that black folks can really get rich off of in America, and also, you know, it's like over 2,000 different jobs that's in hip hop. So, you know, you can really eat off of it's a trade. You know, that's one thing that blacks don't really have, or has not really been taught back to us, is trades. You know, I mean, that's just how it is. If you have a trade, then you have a hustle. You know, because that's like 3 things in the one.
If you had to describe yourself, who Prayer Mantis is, how would you describe yourself? Who is Prayer Mantis?
Praying Mantis, to me, is more of a. I'm a type of person. First of all, I got it from Biggie. I got it from Biggie Smalls. When Wu-Tang Clan is my favorite rap group, and when if you listen to Biggie's first album called Ready to Die, he had a song with Method Man, which Method Man was the only artist featured on that album, and he had said, you know, it's the Praying Mantis, deep like Father Farrakhan, another rap phenomenon. And when I heard that, I realized that, dang, that's kind of like me, you know. But also, I read there's a book I'm reading called How to Hustle and Win, by a guy named Supreme Understanding. It basically talks about how a praying mantis defeated a hummingbird. And if you look at a praying mantis, it's not really a big insect, but it's very underestimated. You know, when the enemy comes to the praying mantis, either he prays in a position, or he has the strenuous arm strength of 1,000 pounds. So he's very diversible element to nature.
Okay. Um, what's your favorite book and why?
My favorite book. I got a lot of them, but one is How to Hustle and Win: A Survival Guide to the Ghetto, Part One. But the main book I suggest people to read is How to Eat to Live. If you don't know how to eat right, then you're not going to be able to control your mind just as well as your physical. And that's very important because a lot of people always try to, talk about spiritual things, but if you don't control what you're eating, then you got to do research on what you're eating, because that's what controls blacks psychologically, is food and drugs. The Food and Drug Administration is the worstest thing out there, because they get it before you get it. And if you look at any artist that's been murdered in these last 10 years, from Michael Jackson to Whitney Houston to Old Dirty Bastard to Heavy D to Jam Master Jay, mainly is dealing with the Food and Drug Administration. I'll cut out the Jam Master Jay part. That was a direct assassination. But anybody from like Michael Jackson, Heath Ledger, Bruce Lee, all of them got poisoned to death. Pimp C also, they got injected. So the Food and Drug Administration is a very important thing. But the book that I offer you to take in is How to Eat to Live. It teaches you how to really how to fast, and it's an excellent element for keeping from slapping your probation officer or doing the wrong thing with your hands.
That's what's up. One last question. Who are your top 5 MCs in the rap game?
Number 1 is Ghostface Killer. Number 2, I would say Rakim Allah. Number 3 would be Coogee Rap. Number 4 would have to be I Love Cannabis, man. I think when he challenged LL, that was even though he lost, but it was worth the challenge. You know what I'm saying? It put his name out there. But I never heard nobody like him. And at that time, and number 5, I would just say right now, I like Drake. Drake he's nice.
I don't know if you follow battle rap. What you think about battle rap making a comeback these days? It's getting real popular these days. It's getting worldwide. You got a lot of rap artists getting involved in battle rap, like Diddy, Buster, and Q-Tip. You know what I'm saying? What you think about battle rap? You think it's gonna go? You think it'd be good to go mainstream, or you think they should keep it underground?
Keep it underground. I mean, that's even though it's gonna go mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Because that it's a business, and when money is involved, there's no rules. You know what I'm saying? But even though in America they teach you rules, but it's all like we always say. Study the rules so you'll know who's breaking them. And you can politic along with that. But I think that as far as the battle game, my man is Loaded Lux. I think he's the top notch, and I think he's gonna be hard to reckon with and do wins. Because I see Puff Daddy, I see Busta Rhymes. They want to get involved into it. Cassidy, all these industry cats. But I'm gonna just keep it raw and gutted. I don't know why Busta Rhymes you're trying to get into that. You know what I mean? I mean, you got countless hits. You did what you did. I respect you. You're an excellent artist. But I feel like why don't you try to bring somebody else in the game to show them like this is the business side more than just trying to battle people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think you made enough money for you to be on Diddy's level. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just trying to get in there and you're gonna eventually like it's like the Muhammad Ali syndrome or the Mike Tyson syndrome. You're gonna eventually really, really have to get hurt in order for you to quit. And I hate far as in the world of sports or far as in the world of just coming in the game. You know, when you start off hot and it's time to stop, you know, you want to keep going. You know what I mean? So, you know, but that's just far as sports and drugs and entertainment. You know, if you get in, you get out. You know what I'm saying? It's a hustle. That's what it is. But you know, I think Busta Rhymes gonna overdo himself. You know, but even if he doesn't, you know, you learn and you get better and you enhance. But I think Loaded Lux is that's my man. You know, that's the top notch. You know, but there's some other cats out there. I like Serious Jones. I like what's the other dude's name? I like Calico. He's tight too. There's one more dude that I really like. Murder Mook. I like Murder Mook. I like Jay Mills. I think you get past them five, you can really put up something.
Now, my next question pertaining to the Battle League. Fort Wayne has started their own Battle League, which is Rolio and Alias. What do you think about Fort Wayne having their own Battle League?
Man, that's perfect, man. I think honestly, it's been long overdue. Mainly, we needed there's a lot of talent in Fort Wayne to where, you know, we challenge each other, but it's not direct. You know what I'm saying? And I think if you can challenge a person more directly, then it's more easy to control the aspect of who's good, who needs to work on this and who not need to work on this, because a person can always say that, well, you know, I'm better than him. Well, put your money where your mouth is, and that's what it's all about, you know. And you know, and it's not about the money, you know, it's all about the skills, and that's where it's going back to. It's about the skills. So if that person be like, you know, put your money where your mouth is, that's not necessarily talking about green paper. That's talking about, man, can your skills hold up to my skills? And that's where hip hop is going back to, that raw skills, you know. That's what's going to always keep it, and that's what made it in the first place.
All right. If anyone needs to contact you, how can people contact you?
Man, you can contact me with 260-445-9131. You can contact me on Facebook. I go by Perry Peace Mason. You can put that in the search engine. Send me a message. I'll make you your friends. If I see it, I'll make you my friends, and we'll network from there. Oh, my bad. Also, I got 2 videos of Praying Mantis, Cain and Abel, and also you can look up 94 Praying Mantis, put that in the search engine, and you put in 94 and you can have it also.
Let me signing off. Cheer.